start going deep. He'll start going to crossing routes across the middle of the field, down the field. So it's just, it's a very, it's like cherry picking when someone says that Mitch, can't throw left. It
was just a rumor I've been reading, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, no. I'm not saying anything against you, because this has been ever since he's been, I would say this probably started middle of last year. I've been hearing it too nonstop. So the thing about that is, it's like, and people don't think, if you're an NFL quarterback, no matter how bad you are, you can throw at any part of the field. So I could maybe except Nathan Peterman, but I can, you can make the case that anyone else in the NFL, a professional quarterback, can throw left and at least do it mediocre. So it's just it's one of those narratives that people took on social media and ran with.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that, because the thing is, you're right. If an NFL quarterback can't throw left, they wouldn't be an NFL quarterback. I gotta give it that. You know what? Flipping to the other side of the ball, I know you guys are having a loss of Fangio to Denver, and I know he ran a really tight ship on trying to basically keep his players bought in mentally. And I've seen with the Colts where Pagano kind of seemed like it was a little bit of a looser, not a looser ship, but it wasn't, just didn't seem a lot more. Yes. And that's the thing. I just don't know if his cult mindset culture is going to change anything in the locker room for the Bears defense.
Yeah, that's a great point. When you look at this, I don't know if it's so culture change, because at the end of the day, Matt Nagy is the one making that culture in that room, and Chuck is going to do whatever Matt wants him to do. But Chuck is going to be someone that, different from Vic, he's very vocal, and he's someone that this defense is going to rally around him. When there's a good play, you're going to see him jumping up on the sidelines. He's going to be running with the
You rarely saw that from Vic.
Oh yeah, no, Vic would be on the sidelines, and then you'd ask him. I mean, we just talked to. It'll be out next week, but we just did an interview with a Denver reporter, and he mentioned how you'll ask Vic, "Hey Vic, what do you think of Von Miller?" And Vic Fangio just goes, he's okay. He's got room for improvement. They're one of the best pass rushers in the league, and he's saying that about him. So yeah,
he's been that way since San Fran.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting. Chuck has praised for the players. He's a players coach like Matt Nagy, so we'll just have to see how his philosophies and how his culture affects his team, and more importantly, how his schemes eventually, are going to affect the team this year, opposed to last year as well.
So, was there any worry at all where, like, I know since 2011 is the one where he won the Super Bowl with the Ravens, and I know he was a head coach in Indy, but the thing is, I know he still installed his own defensive scheme there in Indy, and it just, was there any worry a little bit, even the fact of, like, signing him, you're like, oh man, he hasn't had a winning defense since 2011.
Well, of course there's that worry, but if you take a look at the defense in 2011, the people that he had versus the team that he had,
the talent-wise.
On, talent is huge. So if you take a look, 12 Suggs in 2011, you had Ray Lewis, you had Ed Reed. You could. I'm not going to compare these two. I don't want people to be like, oh
yeah. No, it's just an example.
If you take this front four that the Bears have, and I think we both can agree this could be one of the most talented front fours in the NFL. And then you also put in Eddie Jackson, Ed Reed has already compared him to himself. And then you take someone, you got Khalil Mack on the outside, you've got Roquan Smith and the young, promising middle linebacker. Chuck has the talent. It's about when he implements his schemes, it's about these high IQ football players making plays. So he's going to run bluff blitzes. He'll run He'll run like double gap blitzes where they both go down. He'll bring the freaking house.
We know he'll call the house. We know that.
Yeah. He'll bring the house. But the thing, go ahead.
The issue here, and Charlie Casserly just finally got on board with what Dave and I have been saying since the day these two guys were signed. The problem with this defense compared to last year isn't necessarily just the change, because it is. It's the fact that this defense didn't have the two gaping holes at two important positions that it had last year. Buster Skrine is a complete bust, and Charlie Casserly used all kinds of film to show his often penalized and often blown coverage. And not to mention, I don't care what you think about Adrian Amos. There's two teams, as far as Bear fans need to know, two teams that will tell you that if you want your defense to go from the top defense or good defense to something that doesn't seem to be able to cover a shtick, just add Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix to it. Because the week before Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix got to Washington, the defense
it was the second
that he
ranked
went
defense.
to was the second overall defense. Within 3 weeks of him being there, they were 26th overall and ended up being 29th finishing. And so I'm just telling you, it's.
I get it, and you can't put that. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say a couple things. One, another thing I'm going to say about Screen is I was on the same boat as you guys when we first signed him. However, I think you guys are going to be surprised by him. I definitely was, and he definitely won me over so far in camp. Definitely surprised me. Two, Adrian Amos and Clinton-Dix, it's if you watch the game, and you can point out flaws, you can pick out player flaws in anything. I mean, it happens. But if you watch Adrian Amos, and Adrian Amos was thought of to be so good because he had Eddie Jackson, now he has to lead. You guys are going to want to have Darnell Savage back there. So, you guys have Adrian Amos, who's going to have to lead that secondary. And he just does not. If you watch this Philly game, go watch tape on Adrian Amos against Philly. I was at that game. I cannot tell you how many punt-like throws that Nick Foles threw into the air that should have been picked off, and instead where Adrian Amos was drifting off somewhere. He had that big hit to Zach Ertz that it was on third down. It was a play that was way over. I could point out all these weaknesses, but at the end of the day, Adrian Amos is a box safety, and he's now going to have to.
That's what we're playing him as a strong safety.
He's going to be box. Okay, so then you're going to have Darnell Savage back. So okay,
yep.
But still, you cannot depend on a rookie back there. And
you guys
we'll take a rookie over Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix.
You guys depend on.
Okay,
hey, whoa! Stop now. Eddie Jackson is in his second year, isn't he?
Third.
Oh, but he.
Well, I mean, he's technically in his second because he missed his first because he had a bad knee injury, and that's why he dropped to the fourth. But I mean, it's his starting as a second. Yeah.
No,
wait, for the first?
Still played. No, he
his
still
rookie year he played?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, remember he had those two returns against the Panthers and the Ravens?
And what round was Eddie Jackson? What round was Eddie Jackson drafted in?
Fourth. He would have been a first if he didn't get his knee.
He had the bad knee injury. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he was drafted the same as it was him, Tariq, and Mitch in the same draft, and Adam Shaheen. But we don't like to talk about that right now. But
okay, I actually have to bring that up.
I'm just saying because as much as we want to talk about, we're not going to depend on a rookie. Do you know what we've heard more about and what we raved about and why he was the first DB overall in this entire draft class? Even though because everybody talks about this kid walked in and he impressed not the guys that are in their second or third year. He impressed a Super Bowl winning champion that has been around and played in about 5 or 6 different defenses for several different head coaches about how smart, how this kid was pointing stuff out to him. And so, look, Darnell Savage, I'm telling you right now, we are in good hands compared to what we had back there. Regardless,
we had a Ha-Ha Bryce last year. It's an improvement.
Dude, you
I know,
no
but
idea the torture at safety a Packers fan has been through for years, dude. Honestly, you have no idea.
Come on. I'm a Bears fan. What are you talking about? You guys got Aaron Rodgers. What are you talking about?
Hey, you guys passed on Aaron Rodgers in the 2005 draft.
Okay, whatever. But we're gonna. But if you look, so the thing I'll say, I studied the draft. I studied the prospects. Darnell Savage is really good. So obviously the Packers got him, and Jay Sternberger, who obviously we're not going to see, unfortunately. But
I was excited for him.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. That's the only thing I'll say.
Thursday night will show.
It'll be interesting because Clinton-Dix, again, you're going to have Eddie Jackson to help. So Eddie Jackson is going to play deep, and you're going to see. You're just going to see how these two mesh. I mean, it'll be interesting.
Brother, I got to bring up one thing.
Go ahead.
I got to bring up one thing. He played better when he was a free safety position. He's not a strong safety, man. That's his worst ability is tackling, and it's just that killed me when y'all put him there because I'm like, all I see is crossing routes, going across, literally mid-route, and he's just whiffing on coverages, and he's not a strong safety.
Well, again, you're going to see, it's going to happen. I mean, unfortunately, our weakness on this safety secondary position is going to be tackling. But if you have someone like Eddie Jackson Eddie's a stud.
I have no problem with that.
What I'm saying is, it's going to be different because when you have a stud Pro Bowl, All-Pro safety like Eddie Jackson to be kind of your fallback, I think Haha's going to be a little more confident. That's why I think he's going to succeed here. Again, we're going to have to see. I can't, because we haven't seen them play together.
Can I just make this one point? Do you know why?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know what made Haha really bad at his job? Was his damn confidence. Oh, I know what's going to happen. Let me jump this route. Nope, I'm wrong. Over again and over again. No, HaHa Clint Dix does not have a lack in confidence in himself, and that's his major problem and why he was always getting in trouble, because they're like, go play cover 3. Stop thinking you know what's going on. We just need you to play cover 3 so there's not a gaping hole, so that even if you're right, they go, oh, yeah, well, you can jump the crossing route because now you just left the 9 route wide open for me to hit, even though you're going to hit me in 2 steps. So, no, Clinton Dix does not. He's not. That's the difference here. Dude, I can understand. No safety is perfect. Dude, everybody makes mistakes. They blow shit. We can go on tape of going, how did they miss that interception? I understand that. Our real point, dude, honest to God, Austin, our point as Packer fans about HaHa is not that it's just your average shit. It's the dude thinks he's so damn good that he does shit that just totally screws your defense, and it doesn't matter how good the rest of the players are, because he leaves the easiest throws open in the world, because even if he's guessing right, the play's designed to have another way to go, and his confidence is just what screws your whole defense up. Dude, ask the Redskins. Oh my God. They're the ones that really know, because his confidence, he's the reason why he jumped that route and let frickin' Julio Jones stiff arm him 3 times, and he even jumped the route and was right. And because he jumped the route, the whole defense shifted, and he got stiff armed, and Julio starts scoring like crazy, and he hadn't scored for 18 months. So even when he's right, he doesn't even finish the job. That's what drives people nuts about him. It's totally different.
I mean, we're going to have to see. Here's the thing with HaHa.
We'll have to see.
HaHa hasn't been paired with. The only thing I'll say, HaHa hasn't been paired with an All-Pro safety in his career yet. So we'll have to figure that out. We'll see. 2 days. We'll see.
You know what? You mentioned a name earlier that caught my ear. Adam Shaheen might have more playing time Thursday, because I have read Burton is a game time decision, and it's with a groin injury that he has sat with all summer long in training camp, preseason games. I don't think he's going to play, brother. I think you guys might sit him to save him for the other 15, because Burton, I mean, groin game time decisions don't usually play.
Well, here's the thing. He had hernia surgery. He's out for usually, 3 months, 3-month recovery. Yep. And then he had soft tissue that came up a couple of weeks ago. The thing about Trey is he wants to, a lot of fans have different perspective on him. It's unfortunate.
I've seen a lot of Bears fans get mad at him.
Yeah, well, that Eagles game is going to rub a lot of us the wrong way. It's because he has anxiety. He has those mental health issues. He has that story about how he couldn't run a play that the Eagles used to run. There's just some weird stuff going on. But then, it turns out he has his hernia and everything like that, and then he has the soft tissue, so it's just becoming like an ongoing issue with him. It's very frustrating.
And there's a lot of money invested in him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can't. It's about, if we cut him, it's about like $8 million in dead cap or something along those lines, and we just got Turkey for however many dead cap $1 million. But
I think it was like 4 or 5. It wasn't as big though.
It was close. It was around 3 to 4. But at the end of the day, it's just. Here's the thing: if you had a surgery, you should be fully recovered by now. He did not play at all during preseason. Obviously, none of the Bears starters did. You should be healthy by now. If you're not, you shouldn't be playing. So I don't think he's going to play. I think it's going to be Adam Shaheen and Ben Broniker, which is for sure worrisome. But we'll have to see. I can tell you right now the difference.
Why are you worried about Shaheen?
Oh, Shaheen, I mean, he's got injury issues. He's got issues blocking. I mean, he's always it's been difficult. That's why Bradley Sowell is now on the team as a tight end for blocking and run blocking assignments. But